Bathrooms are located on the mezzanine level, as well as throughout the building. Signage will help direct you, but feel free to ask any of our wonderful staff working the ceremony for guidance. Should there be an emergency, you'll find exits at all corners of the venue, and commencement staff will provide assistance and direction. As you've noticed, it's a beautiful space, but it can be tight. Since we'll be using the aisles throughout the ceremony, we ask that you stay seated, and this will help with the safety of movement and flow. And last, those for active children, we've reserved a space downstairs, level 2, where there's a live video feed, ceremony, and a piano. Friends and family, please rise for the procession.
The university community is assembled for commencement.
Good morning. On behalf of Washington's premier and proudly publicly purposed university, I welcome you to these ceremonies celebrating what is our top priority, the academic attainment of our students. Please join me in showing our appreciation to the Bellingham Pipe Band for the fun and flair they've added to it. Flags in the procession and on the stage, including those of sovereign Indian nations, represent the origins and educational experiences of our graduates and Western's global reach. The flags next to the platform party proudly represent the branches of the military through which our graduating veterans have served us with dedication and honor. These graduates are wearing white stoles which proudly display that they are veterans. Let's show our appreciation to them. Please stand as you are able for the Star-Spangled Banner. We will be led in singing by Western music major Jeremiah O'Brien.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rugged red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. This is the happiest time of the year on our campus. We mark the importance of the day with the solemnity of centuries-old ritual. And we celebrate. We celebrate because today, like no other, captures why we are here and why we so enjoy being here. We celebrate first and foremost, of course, the graduates of whom we are all so proud. Commencement is about graduates, to be sure, but it is also about values, commitments, and above all, people whose dedication make this moment possible. While we'll be getting to the graduates in a bit, I ask you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the journey as we first celebrate the many dimensions by which graduation is a community and not just an individual achievement. Over the past 123 years, Western Washington University has conferred more than 117,000 degrees. Today we add 580 more. And although we will be giving diplomas to the graduates today, there are many who share their accomplishments. Please join me as we recognize those who made possible the achievements of today's graduates. First, I ask that parents, including step-parents and guardians of our graduates, stand and remain standing so that your graduating sons and daughters may show their appreciation for your guidance and support. graduation now be with the grandparents, great-grandparents, spouses, and significant others, and sons and daughters of the graduates also rise and remain seated. Finally, aunts, uncles, neighbors, friends, and all others who helped make this day. Thank you. You may be seated. There is, of course, one very special group whose contributions deserve particular recognition. Our graduates are widely recognized for their active minds changing lives because they learn side by side with the very best faculty and staff. Will the faculty and staff, including emeritus and emerita, please rise? I add my personal thanks to this outstanding group of dedicated and caring mentors and teachers. In key leadership positions included with me on the platform today are our trustees, community leaders who, on behalf of you, the citizens of Washington, generously donate their time to guide and direct your Western Washington University. The trustees present today are Susan Sharp of Bellingham and Seth Brickey of Juneau. They will look forward to congratulating our graduates as they receive their diploma. Officers of the university on the platform today are Dr. Brent Carbajal, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, Stephanie Bowers, Vice President for University Advancement, Steve Swan, Vice President for University Relations and Community Development, and Dr. Eileen Coughlin, Senior Vice President and Vice President for Enrollment and Student Services. The deans on the platform today are Dean of the College of Fine and Performing Arts, Dr. Kit Spicer, Dean of the Fairhaven College of Interdisciplinary Studies, Dr. Jack Herring, Dean of Huxley College of the Environment, Dr. Steve Hollenhorst, and Dean of Woodring College of Education, Dr. Francisco Rios, and Dean of Libraries, Dr. Mark Greenberg. The mace from medieval times symbolizes the university's authority to confer degrees. And so it's appropriately borne by one of our most senior faculty members, Dr. Ron Singleton, who is in his 40th year of service with distinction to this university. The leader of our commencement procession, the University Marshal, is also appropriately the leader of our outstanding faculty. To bring you greetings on behalf of the faculty, I present Dr. Molly Ware, President of the Faculty Senate. Professor Molly Ware.
Did any of you hear that little one in the audience saying, "Oh yay," every time there was a gap? I think that's a perfect opening for today. Oh yay, we are here to celebrate with you. Congratulations to the class of 2016. Can you believe you made it? We are really proud and honored to have had the opportunity to work with you as faculty, and just wanted to send you off with a little bit of direction for your future, which may feel a little bit directionless right now. I just had a great conversation at breakfast with a family, and one of the people who is graduating today said at breakfast, "Yeah, I'm kind of excited to be done with school." Kinda. Yeah, I am. And it sort of felt like it was this great mixture of enthusiasm and excitement and a little bit of terror all at the same time. And I liked that. It reminded me of a couple of years ago when I traveled with a group of students to Kenya. And I remember people would come up to me and they'd be like, "So are you really excited about the trip?" And that's how I felt. It was like, I think so. Yeah, I don't really know what to expect. So I wanted to just take a little bit of time to try and capture a bit of the contradiction of this moment, which is both the possibility and potential alongside the unknown. And I guess I'd like to call that a moment in time where maybe you're being called to adventure. And so I have just a couple of things to share with you about that. I think not only are you being called to adventure right now, but I think nationally we are also being called to adventure, because there's a lot of unknown about how we move forward in a good way that really contributes to all of our thriving. And so I think in those moments when we are called to adventure, we have a couple of choices. One of those choices is we can get fearful and we can close off. And we can do that in a couple of ways. One way to do that is to just be like, well, I think I'm gonna just sit down and do nothing. That's one option. Another option is to get really excited about what somebody else wants to tell you and just do what they say, because it's a lot easier than having to sit with the unknown. But the third option is to really open up to the unknown and take responsibility and feel our way forward and find the direction that really brings us to life. And I think that's what we're all being called to do at this moment. And you have some practice with that. I think when you reflect back on your time at Western, I'm imagining at the beginning of your time here, it could have felt a little daunting to imagine 4 years out getting to this place where you are right now. And yet, you made it. You took the imperfect actions and steps along the way with support of many that have led you to here. And the best part is that means now you're ready for a new level of challenge, which every new adventure that calls us out requires of us. Unless we don't want a life that feels truly alive, but I think we do, because that's when it's most fulfilling. So I have a quick quote I want to read to you, and it's on something called edge walking, because I feel like that's where many of us may be right now, is walking the edge between enthusiasm, possibility, openness, and fear, risk, not sure what to do. So here is edge walking. Security is not what creates life. Newness, creativity, imagination, these live on the edge. Presence is the only way to walk the edge of chaos. We have to be as nimble and awake as a high-wire artist, sensitive to the slightest shift of wind, circumstances, emotions. We may find this high wire exhausting at first, but we learn to know this edge to keep our balance and even dance a bit at incalculable heights. Maybe dance more than a bit too. Walking the edge never stops being dangerous, but the edge is where life happens. So I'd like to just invite you all to know that as faculty, and I think nationally, and everyone in this room is going forward with you on that journey, and looking forward to seeing where that leads. It's been a true honor and privilege to see all of the gifts that you've brought to Western, and I know that you carry those with you on your journey into the future. And one last thing before I leave, which is, we are the ones we've been waiting for. And so the degree to which it's tempting to wait around for somebody else to find the amazing way forward, we're the ones. And I'm so excited that we are. So wishing you an amazing journey to come, and thank you so much for what you've brought to Western.
Thank you, Professor Ware. Western proudly exists as a manifestation of the vision and the values of the people of the state of Washington. From Washington's earliest days, our tax-paying citizens have supported their belief in public higher education and in you, our graduates, as a pathway for continually brighter futures for all. The people of Washington own, guide, and govern Western, their university, through a citizen board of trustees. To bring you greetings on behalf of the Board of Trustees is Trustee Seth Brickey.
Good morning, graduates, family and friends of graduates, and distinguished guests. I bring you greetings on behalf of the people of the state of Washington. As President Shepherd noted, it is the governor, and through him, the citizens of our great state, that appoint a citizen board of trustees to guide and steward this legacy of our great institution. Speaking on behalf of my board colleagues, here today and absent, it is a great honor to serve in this role, and a responsibility that we take very seriously. In addition to congratulating you on your tremendous achievement, I would also like to give you a charge from the people of the state of Washington. Whether you are a Washington resident, an out-of-state resident, or an international student, the people of Washington have invested in your future and your aspirations. We ask that you act not only for your benefit, but for theirs as well. Today marks a momentous transition in your lives, the start of a grand new chapter of independence, of empowerment, and of self-determination. It also marks the beginning of your opportunity and your responsibility to give back, to contribute to the cultural, social, and economic health of your community, your state, and your world. As you embark on this exciting personal and professional journey that lies ahead, remember not only the pride that the people of the state of Washington take in your success, but the responsibility you have to think beyond yourself in using the gifts and abilities and talents that you have been given. On behalf of Western Washington's Board of Trustees, congratulations and best wishes in all your endeavors. Thank you.
Thank you, Trustee Ricky. Commencement is a time to celebrate enduring traditions. At Western, ours is a tradition of making a difference, of being the difference. We honor that tradition through the President's Award, Western's highest public award, made in recognition of exemplary contributions to the mission of service. I would ask Jerry and Troop Tone to please come forward. I'd ask Provost Carbajal to help me with this award. Jerry and Troop Tone are among Western's biggest cheerleaders in the Bellingham community. Jerry has served on the Western Foundation Board of Directors since 2005, including a term as president, and is a member of the steering committee for the Western Stands for Washington campaign. He chairs the Western At Home Committee, which helps Bellingham community leaders get more acquainted with Western and helps organize the Bellingham Business Forum. He chairs the Special Initiatives Committee of the Foundation, often facilitating real estate projects, and is one of the community members on Western's Presidential Search Advisory Committee. Troop, a former research chemist, serves on Western's College of Science and Engineering External Advancement Board, and she has taught chemistry at both Western and Whatcom Community College. At Whatcom, Troop also helped develop the General Chemistry class series to align with Western's. Both alumni of Western, the Tones continue to give generously to scholarships and to other programs at Western, and belong to the Foundation's 1893 Society and President's Society. And their son Alex is a senior at Fairhaven College of Interdisciplinary Studies. Western isn't the only recipient of the Tones' generosity. They have also supported Whatcom Hospice, Bridget Collins Family Support Center, Secret Harbor, and Kuntz & Company throughout the years. Troop now works as a Vietnamese language interpreter in medical, social, and legal issues. Jerry is retired after 30 years in the fishing industry, most recently as the owner of Astoria Holdings, a sardine processing operation in Oregon. The President's Award is symbolized by the presentation of an original piece of art. Artist Christopher Morrison has captured in glass the spirit of the award, the spirit of what is special about Western and our awardees, active minds, changing lives. In recognition of their leadership, community service, civic spirit, and great generosity, Western Washington University proudly bestows upon Jerry and Troop Tone the President's Award, our highest honor. Victor Johnson is your class speaker. The Provost Selection Committee chose Victor for this honor from a group of outstanding candidates nominated by our academic programs. Victor graduates today with a bachelor's degree in environmental policy from Huxley College of the Environment. Victor worked for the Lummi National Resources and decided to go back to school in 2014 after encouragement from his supervisors. It had been over a decade since he had received his associate's degree from Northwest Indian College, and he was hesitant to return to a college campus. A single father, Victor has a lot on his plate. In addition to raising his son and balancing work at Lummi, Victor co-owns and operates a local coffee roaster called Lotus Coffee Company. Adding in his bachelor's degree to this mix seemed overwhelming. But less than 2 years after deciding to return to school, Victor has completed his degree. He chose Western specifically for Huxley's environmental policy program and for the professional growth the degree would provide. Victor says he has nothing but great things to say about his time at Western. He credits Huxley's advisors, Mary Morris and Catherine Patrick, for giving him the final push that he needed to decide to come back to school. And he wants to thank them, along with all of his professors at Huxley, for making his time here extremely valuable. Victor says he would not be here today if it were not for the constant support of his family, specifically his mother and sister, who helped take care of his son when he was busy with work and school. He's looking forward to taking the knowledge he has attained during his time at Western and putting it to work at Lummi Natural Resources. Please welcome your class speaker, Victor Johnson.
Thank you. Aitzquachil, Tsotsum Sanastan, Chatlami San, Suizano Helik Quinnis and Atachal Tiakaius. Good morning. I'm glad to be here with you today, friends and family. We are very fortunate to be living in a country where one is given the opportunity to attend an educational facility and not faced with restrictions regardless of our race, gender, or religious affiliation. I would like to acknowledge this today and challenge my peers to always be aware and never take for granted our freedoms. I urge you to stand up for the rights of all peoples of the world and give voice to the downtrodden and forgotten masses that exist in this world today. With this in mind, I welcome you to the land of my ancestors. They are here with us today. Despite the struggles of finding parking on campus, I've really enjoyed my tour of duty here at Western Washington University. To my son, wake up, son. I can see you. We've been up since 5. Sorry. It's been a long day already. But it's important to know that this journey of mine started as long ago as 2005, and it goes on until time has no end. And I hope this is the way for you as well. Without the help and the encouragement of my supervisors and colleagues at the Lummi Natural Resources, I would have never been able to attend and pursue my longing for education that I will use to serve my community with. Thanks to Leonardo DiCaprio, everyone knows that climate change is real and really taking place. And at that same event, the Oscars, Vice President Joe Biden of the United States reminded us about crimes committed against humanity. And once again, I would like to challenge my peers to stand up and let's do something about this rather than just talk about it. Let us be known as the generation that truly believes in the phrase, "Let deeds, not words, be your adorning." Let us be known as the generation, the graduating class that really brought about change. Let this change, the change the world is longing for, the healing Mother Earth is crying for, from the mountaintops to the valleys below. Let us be the ones who fulfill my ancestors, the dreams of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., the dreams of Mother Teresa, the dreams of Mahatma Gandhi, and the desire of women of this world who wish to raise the next generation in a world where there is true equality of men and women. Now going back into my little Oscar theme here. I would like to take the next 45 seconds thanking the Board of Regents for granting this class. I would like to thank my classmates for being there when I needed help, and you are welcome too. To all my professors who listened very attentively and shook their heads and gently walked away. Thank you. To my friends and family members for their constant encouragement and complete disregard of my failing health and mental and physical during midterms and finals. Thank you. To my mentors, Adib and Jeremy, thank you for always giving me that constant push that I needed to get through this. Finally, I'd like to acknowledge my father, who even though has left this earth some time ago, is ever present in my heart. And to my beloved mother, sitting up there, thank you, Haishka. Thank you, Mother. And to my son, wake up, son, we're almost done. It's okay. I love you and thank you for all your support. And it's time to go to school. To the class of 2016, stand up and be recognized for your actions. Thank you all.
Thank you. Your commencement speaker today is Jennifer Hahn, Western Washington University class of 1984. There she graduated in environmental science, social assessment, and policy, and also the class of 2000 and with an interdisciplinary concentration. Jennifer Hahn is author, scientist, teacher, culinary explorer, and wilderness guide. She has long made her living by sharing her love of the outdoors. She's written 2 books on the outdoors about finding wild edibles. She teaches courses in sustainable wild food harvesting at Fairhaven College of Interdisciplinary Studies and the North Cascade Institute. But these days she spends more time studying pollution contamination in edible seaweed. For nearly 30 years, Jennifer has led sea kayaking trips in Washington, Alaska, British Columbia, and Mexico, weaving in cultural and natural history lessons for all ages. She spent months alone in a kayak paddling the Inside Passage from Ketchikan, Alaska, back to Bellingham, a total of 750 miles over 2 trips in 1992 and 1995. Spending time alone in nature helps people figure out what's important, Jennifer says. The noise of your to-do list gets replaced by the ever-present now. Jennifer is now working on her 3rd Western degree, a Master of Arts in Environmental Studies from Huxley College of the Environment. With funding from the CDOC Society and Western's Border Policy Research Institute, she's studying pollution contamination in Salish Sea seaweeds, a source of food for coast Salish tribes for thousands of years. She'll present her research at the Salish Sea Ecosystem Conference next month in Vancouver, British Columbia. Jennifer's advice for new graduates: share what you have become passionate about. Please join me in welcoming a distinguished graduate and friend of Western, Jennifer Hahn. Jennifer.
I am so delighted to be here. Thank you, President Shepard, trustees, faculty, graduates, family, and friends, all of you seated here and here in our hearts. What an honor it is to greet you on the threshold of a new adventure. As winter turns to spring, I imagine you graduates are ready to spring out of the rich loam of university life and make new tracks and trails. For 2, 3, or 4 or more years, you've spent a lot of time indoors. I know the feeling. I am a graduate student, and I've logged a lot of hours plugged in to the library wall, trying not to look out the windows too much. We are like good dogs, sitting and staying, yearning to go outside. Now, there's nothing wrong inherently with sitting or staying or being stuck inside to get things done. The discipline you mustered and the choices you made to sit and stay your course are half the secret to a successful and happy life. I'd like to tell you about the other half of the secret to a successful and happy life, at least as I see it. Move around, outdoors, in natural places, learn to see. Here's a bit of my story, learning to see. In 1978, after the thrilling news I'd been accepted to Western's Huxley College, I rode a Greyhound bus from the cornfields of Wisconsin to the Cascade Mountains. I did not know the name of one tree in the Evergreen State, but I'd found paradise. Come spring quarter, I signed up for a biology class titled Northwest Plants. On a field trip up Seaholm Hill Arboretum, I tripped over the first native flower on our species list. Apparently, it was in the aster family, but it looked like a common dandelion to me. I thought I'd be scolded for stomping the specimen. Instead, Dr. Ron Taylor, a gentle botanist, said, "Look, students, this plant's top side is green, and its underside is woolly white. You can track a deer by following the overturned white leaves. Its common name is Pathfinder." How cool, Pathfinder. The next spring, hoping to learn about birds and words, my path led me to a Fairhaven College course, Nature Writing, with Michael Burnett. For the grand finale, I camped alone over spring break on Susha Island. My first morning, I woke to a haunting song spiraling up through dim treetops. I couldn't see the bird, but I grabbed my journal and I wrote a phonetic description of the song. Tsutsui, tsutsui, tsutsui-ee-ee-ee. Fast forward 16 years. My personal paradise has expanded to include Alaska's Kootenai Wilderness. The indigenous Tlingit translation is Fortress of the Bears. July 1994, I am floating in my sea kayak in Pybus Bay, flanked by tall trees and snow-capped mountains. 100 yards ahead, 2 eagles stab at a salmon carcass on a gravel bar. I am watching a bear, through binoculars, who is watching a pool in a river. The bear plunges into the stream. Salmon splash in all directions. The swimmer emerges on the opposite bank, shaking its coat that hangs loose as if it is one size too large. Clamped in its muzzle is a pale-bellied salmon. It disappears into the forest. July 2001. I am floating in a sea kayak in Pybus Bay. My summer job, Alaska Wilderness Guide, is to live outside and translate what I see, hear, smell, taste, touch. I see a hungry bear, 500 pounds, an Alaska coastal brown bear, chomping on sedges, grasses, angelica roots, and 200,000 berries a day. Yet it only gains 1 pound in 24 hours. Everything changes when salmon pour into the rivers to spawn. Bears binge on up to 90 pounds of fish a day and can slap a whopping 3 to 6 pounds of fat on in 24 hours. By fall, a 750 to 1,000 pound brown bear can paw out a den under a Sitka spruce tree the size of a clawfoot bathtub. And how about those salmon? Before returning to the Kootenai Wilderness, they shimmered in a grand circle in the North Pacific, gulping red krill that paints their flesh pink, so their name, pink salmon. And each arm-length fish is as plump with protein, marbled with omega-3 fat, and packed with ocean nitrogen, a potent type found only in the deep sea. One pink salmon dragged into the forest by a bear or mink contains 65 grams of nitrogen, and this perfect fertilizer helps trees near salmon streams grow 3 times faster, and bushes produce more berries and leaves to feed the soil, the insects, and next year's salmon fry. These are the unwritten codes of agreements between the bears, salmon, forests, and people. It takes a village of species to make a vibrant community 10,000 years old. In fall, I fly home to Bellingham. Every morning I pop a 1,000 milligram caplet of salmon oil. When I have the chance, I order cedar plank roasted salmon at restaurants. When I take my first delicious bite, I remember the fortress of the bears. So what does this story have to do with college and graduation and going out into the world beyond the university? Learning, and learning to see lasts a lifetime. Here are 7 graduation gifts. I hope you open again and again your whole and amazing life. 1, go outside every day, learn to see, and you will find health, happiness, wonder, and community. 2, invest in field guides. The first year, discover 20 trees or 20 birds in your region. Next year, say hello to 20 flowers and 20 insects. How about 20 rivers, 20 lakes? 3, go unplugged, without a screen. Move at a walking pace, so your senses soak up details written in dirt, rock, trees, lichen, stars. 4, join a group that shares secrets on how to see the natural world, a native plant society, mushroom club, a course in animal tracking. 5, go to a party, a salmon habitat restoration work party, a trail building party, a land trust weed building party, and you know the kind I'm talking about. Talk with many things, eagles and wind, wood violets and ferns, thrushes and otters. By broadening your idea of companions, you will discover you don't experience solitude as much as multitude. 7, when you return home from a natural setting, the bad news in your newspaper or internet won't be the only news in your world. You will have made your own good news. As for me, I'm still learning to see. A few weeks ago, I rediscovered an old journal titled Susha Island Solo Camping Trip. On the first page, a bird song written in a phonetic form read, the Swainson's thrush, my favorite song. The Coast Salish Lummi people call it the salmonberry bird. They say it sings the berries to ripeness. Move around, outdoors, in natural places. Learn to see, to listen, your whole life long. Thank you, graduates and friends.
Thank you, Jennifer. Before the most important part of the ceremony begins, I have an announcement concerning photographs. Pictures of your favorite graduate will be taken by a professional photographer as the diploma is received. Photo opportunities for family and friends will be available later. Therefore, please do not obstruct the aisles at the back and sides of the graduate seating area. And no selfies, please, as you cross the stage. The delay really does take away from the recognition of the student coming behind you. Graduates, are you ready? Are you ready? The diploma you received today represents the results of your hard work and perseverance. It's also a gift given to you by many. Your families, the citizens of Washington, our faculty and staff, and the many donors and alumni who support scholarships and add a margin of extra excellence. Your rewards will be lifelong because you put your active minds to changing lives. You know, for you practice it, that the most valued gift any of us have is the gift of giving back. education becomes truly higher when put to higher purposes. Provost Carbajal will join me in conferring the bachelor's degrees upon the eligible candidates.
Will the candidates for the baccalaureate degrees please rise and remain standing? Will the faculty please rise? Mr. President,
Mr. Provost,
I am proud to present these candidates, and on behalf of the faculty of Western Washington University, I recommend they be awarded the baccalaureate degree, subject, of course, to the satisfactory completion of any outstanding assignments and/or requirements.
I am pleased to receive these candidates. On the recommendation of the faculty of Western Washington University, and by the authority vested in me by our Board of Trustees, and in conformity with the laws of the state of Washington, I confer upon you the degree appropriate to the work you have completed, with all the responsibilities, privileges, and honors thereto pertaining. Congratulations, you are now graduates. It is a tradition that you now move your tassel from the right to the left side. You may be seated. We now come to the part of the platform that you have been waiting for. We handed each of you a piece of our proud tradition, the uniquely Western approach to higher education that is now an inseparable part of you. You may proceed to the platform to receive your diploma when called by your dean.
Will the graduates from the College of Fine and Performing Arts please come forward as directed by the usher. John Ramsey. Perry Louise Moore. Caitlin Nicole Sear. Caitlin Rose Shalaga. Orate, Caitlin Christine Constant Orate. Ivy Oreen Ferguson. Ryan Hargis. Hannah Rose Raper. Alexandra R. Vincent. Coral Black. Mitchell John Prethero. David Lansborough de Guzman. Please join me in congratulating the graduates from the college.
Will the graduates of the Fairhaven College of Interdisciplinary Studies and American Cultural Studies please come forward? Carl Wessel Smith. Heidi Nybroughton. Chloe Morgan Chapman. Caitlin Langman. Russell Reed Lale. Nicole Lawrence. Aubin Louise Honeysett. Forrest Cameron Gale. Leland Michael Miskey. Rahel T. Barnes. Please join me in congratulating these graduates of Fairhaven College.
Will the graduates of the Huxley College of the Environment please come forward as directed by the ushers? Kirsten Ann Allen. Kara Megan Burgess. Nicholas Poland. Devon Hamblin. Daniel Greaser. Derek Binder. Nicole Gabriela Francesca Espy. Mitchell David Anderson. Brian Barger. David R. Kirchmeyer. Kate Harrison. Elizabeth Pasovich Tierney. Nina Elizabeth Preco Page. Robert Mobile. Colin Zeeley Ridgely. Patrick Verscher. Victor Lee Turtle Johnson. Elizabeth Scoff. Jacqueline Marie Stenman. Alexa Christine Brandt. Caitlin Summer Moore. Sam West. Julia Marie Traylor. Sarah Jane Potter. Amy Pavlicek. Molly Ann Spiller. Megan Jane Gowdy. Clara Rose Brand. Kira Skaggs, cum laude. Please join me in congratulating these graduates from the
Will the graduates of the Woodring College of Education please come forward? Alicia Marie Day, magna cum laude. Derek Johnson. Brady Day Carpenter. Janelle Marie Ellison. Jennifer Ruth Armerding. Corinne Rebecca Van Hine. Alexis Ann Nelson. Maggie Lane Anderson. Sydney Marie Much. Brianna Eileen Keysweather. Stacy Olson. Erin Lee Sutherland, cum laude. Brianne Elizabeth Buntemeyer. Julia Monique Dorn. Kaylee Jewel Larson. Sarah Christine Lilior. Emily Stella Peckinpah, cum laude. Jenna Burchett. Clara Sadie Goslin. Elizabeth Greathouse. Haley Jean Sargent. Catherine Rose Duarte. Megan Meehan Daly. Caitlin Nicole Morin. Farahi Nasser. Emily Patricia Stralser. Stephanie Renee Dick. Emily Sullivan. Molly Elizabeth Adicott, cum laude. Kaylin Michelle Mortimer. Bailey Scott, cum laude. Stacy Elizabeth Helen, magna cum laude. Anna Joy Fox, cum laude. Jordan Lynn Moore. Nora Kinawe Martin. Jessica Ashley Harms. Catherine McNall. Mary McDonald. Haley Elizabeth Aaron. Morwenna Probert Baker. Michelle Lynn Gordon, cum laude. Catherine May Brown. Sophia Christine Schauner Scott. Lindsay Michelle Falcone. Maggie Lynn Gorman. Lauren Whitney West. Rochelle Faith Siebold. Michaela Unruh. Wyatt Weaver, cum laude. Please join me in congratulating these graduates from the Lummi College.
Let's express our pride in our graduates one more time. Thank you. Please be seated. I do want to express my appreciation to the many people who worked long hours planning and implementing today's graduation ceremonies. A special thanks to those who volunteered their time to serve in so many critical ways. I ask that the audience remain here during the recession of the faculty and graduates to the traditional Memory Walk ceremony. our graduates will proceed toward the stage where the graduates will deposit their student ID cards or other memorabilia, poems, plans for the future, old parking tickets, in a box which we will later cement and seal in front of the walkway, in the walkway in front of Old Main. After the completion of the Memory Walk ceremony, graduates will meet their guests outside the Performing Arts Center. Western Washington University music education major Jeremy O'Brien will now lead us as we sing the alma mater. He will be accompanied by the Western String Quartet. Please do join in. The words are on the back cover of your program. Please rise and remain standing in place as you're able for the alma mater and until the procession of faculty and graduates is complete.